Thank you, Trish. And thank you, Denise. Your story is so inspirational. And I'll tell you, when you put the products in your body, the magic happens. And we're so grateful. We have products that have visual, emotional results, and people cannot stop talking about it. It is a complete system, and we get results, and that's the bottom line, and people start feeling better. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. I started in network marketing 28 years ago, and I was a dental hygienist, and I loved my profession, and I'd done everything possible, but I'd done that for 18 years, and I was really burned out from that, and I was looking for a way out. And I too started on a product very similar to what we have, but ours is so much better, for stress, and a shake. And it really changed my life. I had more energy, endurance, capacity. I started feeling like the mom I should be, like the wife I should be, because I was so burned out when I got home from work. And my husband encouraged me to go into network marketing. And I was hesitant to do that, but I jumped in because I fell in love with the product. But then when I really, really investigated this business model, I said, wow, this is something that people need to know about. This is something that is unique, because what I love about network marketing is you don't need any special degrees. You can learn as you go. You don't have to have any inventory. If you start a normal business, you've got to have inventory, you have to do all these things. And what I also loved about it is that there was no capping on your income. And when I was a hygienist, I was tied to what I could produce. So this model looked very, very attractive to me. I love the time flexibility. I love the personal growth and development. And it really made me step up and become a better person and really help other people. I was helping people in a small way, being a hygienist, but this was helping people with their health, and then also really helping them create a business. So I really checked out the business model, and I really realized too that a lot of flexibility in this. I could do this with little Eric he was 4 years old when I started, and I could do this in the pockets of my dreams. And right now, this industry accounted for 190 billion, and the health and beauty dominate. And you want to be in a profession that dominates. And I can tell you, Trish talked a little bit about, our company, and we started in 2002 with a dream really to make a difference in people's life and to create a great company that could be a legacy for all of you, something you could count on, something you'd be so proud to be a part of. And you can see, as Trish and Denise have that passion, that enthusiasm, and it gets you up in the morning when you're helping people. So we started in 2002, and, Trish said I'd been with 3 other companies, and I had been let down by these companies, but I loved the profession so much. I said, let's do this, and let's do it right. And I'll tell you what, it has been the best experience of my life. And 18 years into this company now, we have done nearly 8 billion in cumulative sales. We've given 15 million to charities, which I'm really, really proud about. I'm really becoming a philanthropist. I just love giving to other people. And, we started it to create a motto: if it's not right for our associates, it's not right for the company. And everything we do, we think about how will it affect all of our people, how this will affect people. And what I can tell you is it's built on values, on integrity, on wellness, on personal development, all those things that are so important to you. And we have a great team at the office, and all of them are so very vested in the company's future, and that's important to you. And then especially right now, let's take a look at our world. I mean, it is really a scary time for a lot of people. Our world is changing. And, some things happen for a reason, and I really believe that people right now realize that they need to have their own online business. It's mandatory. They can keep doing their regular jobs, but they better be building an asset from their home that they can count on. And being with a company that's tried and true and reliable and stable, it is the new way to build. I mean, you don't want to go with a startup, because you want to be with somebody that's stable That's the new timing and positioning is stability. So, Robert Kiyosaki said it best. And, when I first started in network marketing, I used this quote from him, and I brought it back up because right now this will really make you think. But Robert Kiyosaki, everyone knows him from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's really amazing what he's done for so many people. But he says, what is true wealth? And Robert says, wealth is the number of days that you can survive without physically working. So if you lost your job right now, how long can you survive? And that's what we need to think about. We need to have, and he says, you need to build an asset. You need to build a network marketing business and have this asset keep building and building and building. And it's so true. It truly is. So a lot of people do side jobs and things like that, working online, but they're still trading time for money. And so what network marketing is, it's really building a business that it's building a network of people that buy and consume the best products in the world. And who wouldn't rather buy? You heard Denise and Trish, someone referred them and said, this is a great product. That's why they bought it. And they trusted them. So you're building a network of people that buy and consume the best products, and you're paid an income on this. So it's a brilliant, brilliant business model. And let me tell you what, you can see these two ladies here are very, very passionate about what they do. And that's what it takes. It's not when you get into Isagenix, but when Isagenix really gets into you and you can't stop. So we built this on a very simple compensation model. And what I can tell you is you only need to build 2 legs. And that's the average person sponsors between 2 and 3 people. So you build 2 legs, and then you help your people bring other people in. And it's amazing the possibilities. And there's no guarantee that any of this will happen to you, but it has happened to a lot of people that really put it, and they're, like she said, 100% committed. And that's what it takes. This is my business, and I'm building it in the pockets of my time, and I'm going to impact people's lives, and I'm going to make a great income from it. So the beautiful thing what Isagenix does, we pay you daily, weekly, and monthly. We have the best compensation plan. It pays on your entire organization, regardless of depth. And you might not understand other compensation plans, but I can tell you I do. And I've worked 3 different types. I've worked a stair-step breakaway, a unilevel, and I worked a binary. And I can tell you, with the binary compensation like we have, in 6 weeks, I was making a 6-figure income. With the other ones, it took me a year. And when Jim saw that, he goes, wow, this is an incredible business model. And what I love about Isagenix and what we've done is we never stand still. As you can see, our branding and everything is evolving, and we're evolving and we're adapting to new ways. And that's what's going to make Isagenix stand out. So what we did back in 2012, we started adding more money to our compensation plan. We added promotional money, like adding the rank advancement bonuses, the double PIBs. And I'm not going to go into all that tonight, but you can go to our website and see all those things so you can get back to the person that brought you on this call. But I can tell you that this is a very incredible compensation plan because of all the promotional money. So you start working and working and working, and you make money as you go. And then that back end residual income is being built at the same time. It's brilliant what we did. And that's what took us into rapid growth. And now we have added more things like the manager pool, which I was very, a big part of putting that in, because I believe that when that new person comes in and they go manager and they say pay as manager and they personally sponsor 2 people a month, they should be rewarded for that. And that just gives them some extra income. And then we added the executive lifestyle bonus. When you're an executive, you can earn an extra $10,000 a year. So we're always looking to pay you more, to give you more, to improve our products, to really to be a stand for integrity, for a stand for what this profession can be about, to being, a model, a role model, and an ambassador to this amazing profession. And I'm so proud to be a part of this company. And this is a legacy company. This is something you can build and pass on to your children. And what makes me so happy is to see many of our people that started with us in the beginning, now they're working with their children. And it just makes me very excited to see that, because I see families working together, and that family unit is so important. So I can tell you, if you're looking for a great company, if you're looking for a great product, and you're looking for a great business model to make an additional income stream, because you may just need another 500 a month, and that may just make you feel really, really great, may give you the flexibility. And then you may need 1,000, but everything is possible with Isogenics. So the key is to get started, and get on our products. They come with 100% money back guarantee. They're amazing. They truly are. And I've been taking them for 18 years now, and I feel healthier than I did when I started 18 years ago, and I will take them for the rest of my life. They're amazing, and we just kept getting better because food technology changes. So I'm grateful for you amazing ladies. I'm grateful for all these people on the call, and let's go out there and let's make an impact on the world and give them hope and belief that, you know, they can have this business. Give them hope that they can improve people's lives, because, you know, when you have something special, you would do it whether you would get paid or not. And I can tell you, so many of our Isogenics associates say that I would do this whether I got paid or not, because we're changing people's lives physically and financially. So I'm going to throw it back to you, to Trish, so you can tell people how to get started. There's many ways to get started in this amazing company.
Thank you, Kathy. And do you have a minute where you can answer maybe one or two questions if somebody has
Absolutely.
a question?
I sure do.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm just going to share while you guys think of your questions. I know we have at least 2 people that just want to unmute your line, be brave, and just ask Kathy or even Denise a question. But Kathy, I just want to share, you know, and I've shared it before, but 7 years ago, you know, when I started, I was one of those people that was so close to losing hope and not having direction and not knowing what to do and not understanding this industry. I didn't realize how great it was. I thought it was just for people that wanted, you know, some oils or whatever. I was so naive to the industry. But more importantly, in 2001, our country was going through some of the hardest times in the history of our country. And while that was happening, and I'm sure people were hurting and struggling and losing hope, but you guys were building and building and building. And I bring that up because, you know, we're in a similar place now. You know, in 2007, I was one of those people trying to pick myself up after our country had struggled for so long. And then especially after the market crash in 2008, you know, I was trying to pick myself up. And then here you were putting more money into the company and building and creating this front end that you talked about that completely changed my life forever, like forever. Somebody brand new who didn't understand the industry, I was able to come in and make that front end money that changed my family's and my children's life forever and our future. And so when I'm looking at what's going on right now in our country and the world, and there's so much insecurity, there's so much unknown, there's so much fear, here is Isogenics again, building and building and building and offering stability, offering solutions, and being this great, beautiful light that my kids, you know, whenever we drive by the building on the freeway, they like freak out, and there's home, there's Isogenics, you know. It's just this beautiful light of hope to the world. So thank you. I had to share just my gratitude for what you have done for my family.
It's the best.
So guys, who would like to ask Kathy a question? Anyone? Deborah was wondering if you could explain more about the skincare, or maybe you have a great link. They can look at that. Do you use the skincare, Kathy?
I use some of it. I use our cleanser, our toner, our body wash, our body lotion, and some of our serums. I do use some of it, but we're working on a new one too. We're always working on something new. So
Ooh, leave it, guys. If you don't know this about Kathy, if you talk to her long enough, you'll find out some secrets. So keep asking questions.
I was going to say, doesn't it show? Her skin is beautiful.
You know, that's, you know, it's really, your skin is a reflection of what you look like inside too. So, you know, and you notice that all the Isogenics people have the Isogenics glow. It's amazing. Look at Denise, look at Trish. It's just the one thing that shows up is your skin.
One question William asked was, what changes are being talked about for future get-togethers as far as the company coming together?
Well, this is a unique time, and the safety of our associates is very important. And we're planning on doing New Year's kickoff. We don't know if it will be virtual or if it will be together. We just got to see how it goes. But I can't wait to be together. I miss everybody. I really miss the camaraderie, the unity, but we're doing the very best we can. But it's really, really, I always think of the positive. We had 46,000 people viewing at Celebration, and that people had people in the room. There was 2 or 3 people in the room. So we had a broader reach, and we weren't together, but people can go back and look at it. So we're doing our best to do that right now.
Yeah, I truly believe that through adversity, some of the greatest solutions happen and the best growth happens. So yeah, that was incredible to be a part of. Heidi asked, what inspired you to write your book?
Oh, well, I've always had a goal to write a book, and I really never knew what it was going to be about. But, when I decided in October, and I made the decision that I wanted to write a book, because a lot of people see the glory, but they don't see that backstory. And they don't know what people go through to get where they are. And I've learned a lot in my life, and I wanted to share some of those lessons. And I also wanted to share some of our people in the book that, have experienced a lot of great things too. So, it was meant to help people really go for their dreams, to go for their goals, to know what's possible, and to never give up, to keep charging forward. I've had a lot of disappointments in my life, but I never let it get to me. You get upset, but then you think, oh my gosh, there's another door that will open, and I'm waiting for it. And I just think it's important for people to know that you have to go through a little bit sometimes to get where you are.
Agreed.
And you're in the book, Trish. I don't know if you've seen that. Did you read you're in the book?
What? Kathy,
yes.
Mine's on the way. I cannot wait to get my hands on it.
I think it's on, let's see, I think it's on page 79. I'm not sure, but I'll find it. Yeah, I talked about, when you started, because it's a great story.
That's incredible. The best part of that story is nobody ever asks me, how I did it. They just say, what did you do with your food since you didn't have a fridge? And I said, who needs a food? I had my food. I just had a canister and I had my blender. I was good. Just got water.
You made the commitment. You did what it took. You sold your refrigerator to get started.
That's what I tell everybody. It's burn the ship, sell the fridge.
It's a good way not to go after the munchies.
I love it. I love it. And then someone asked if you could share your feelings about Eric and what he has accomplished in Isagenix. And I know that's a big old loaded question from a mom.
He's an amazing human being. He really is. And Peter too. I mean, I just watched him evolve. He started working with us 10 years ago. And, he wanted to start on the body, and he didn't want to be given anything. And, he's one of those driven people. He was a professional golfer. And so he has that drive, that winning attitude. And he just worked his way up, and he started the START movement. It was all his idea. He came to me with a little piece of paper, and I wished I'd save it. It was a little napkin, and he handed it to me. He goes, Mom, your people in your company are all old. And I said, you're right. Because what he was, I don't know how old he was then. Maybe he was 24. He's about 24. And he said, I want to start a movement that's going to impact the younger generation. And I said, you go for it. And he started this thing with this Facebook thing, started with a few people. Now it's one of the fastest growing groups in Isagenix. And so, he's really evolved. He's our chief visionary officer. All these things you see coming are his inspiration, his evolution to 2.0. So, he's amazing. He's very humble. He's a hard worker. He's up at 4:00 every morning because he's in Australia to get on all the calls. But it works out for him because then he can spend the afternoon with my 2 beautiful grandchildren that I can't wait to see.